Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous video, we proved that the product of the two function derivative is equal to the first function multiply derivative of the second function plus second function derivative of the first function. So in the description, I will give the link of the previous video of the proof of the product of the two function derivative, so you can watch it from there. So in today's video, I am going to start exercise number 2.3 related with chapter number 2 differentiation second year mathematics or FSC part 2 mathematics. In today's video, I will solve question number 1 related with the product of the two function derivative. So there are total 6 parts in question number 1. So let's move toward question. It tells that use product rule to find out derivative of the following function. Part 1 is y is equal to x square minus 2 multiply 3x plus 1. Let's suppose this is first function f of x and let's suppose this is second function g of x. So move towards solution. You know that y will be equal to the dy by dx because here we are going to find out the derivative. So derivative is represented by dy by dx is equal to first function x square minus 2 derivative of the second function d by dx of the second function 3x plus 1 plus second function derivative of the first function d by dx multiply x square minus 2. Now after this it becomes x square minus 2 multiply d by dx of 3x plus 1. So here the derivative of x is 1. So it means 3 multiply 1 gives us 3 and the derivative of a constant is 0. So we are left with 3 plus 3x plus 1 and after this derivative of x square. So using generalized power rule, this 2 will comes to the front and here we will subtract 1 in the power. So 2 minus 1 gives us 1. So it means that the derivative of x square is 2x and the derivative of a constant is 0. Now after simplification it becomes 3x square and minus 6 and after this it becomes 3x multiplied 2. It gives us plus 6x square and plus 2x. So after simplification 3x square plus 6x square gives us 9x square minus plus 2x and after this minus 6. So this is actually the derivative of the given function part number A. Now move to part number B. It tells that y is equal to 6x cube plus 2 multiply the second function 5x minus 3. Let's suppose this is first function f of x and let's suppose this is second function g of x. So move towards the solution. For the product of the two function derivative formula is dy by dx is equal to the first function, let's suppose f of x and g prime of x means the derivative of the second function plus second function multiply the derivative of the first function f prime of x. So now using this formula you will get the result easily. F of x is 6x cube plus 2 6x cube plus 2 multiply g prime of x means derivative of 5x minus 3. So d by dx 5x minus 3 plus g of x is the second function 5x minus 3 derivative of f of x d by dx of f of x which is 6x cube plus 2 first function 6x cube plus 2. After this it becomes 6x cube plus 2 d by dx of 5x. You know that 5x according to the generalized power rule derivative of x is 1. So here it becomes just 5 and the derivative of a constant is 0 and plus 5x minus 3 multiply derivative of 6x cube according to the generalized power rule it will become 3 will comes to the front, it will multiply with 6 and the power we will subtract 1. So 3 minus 1 gives us 2, so it becomes 18x square. So the derivative of 6x cube is 18x square and the derivative of 2 is a constant, so derivative is 0. After simplification 5 multiply 6 gives us 30x cube and plus 2 multiply 5 gives us 10 and plus 5x multiply 18 it will give us a 90x raised to the power 3 and minus 3 multiply 18 it will give us 4, 2 and 5. It will give us 54. So minus 54 x square. Now after this 30 plus 90 it gives us 120 x cube minus 54 x square and last we are left with plus 10. So this is the required derivative of the product of the given two function part number B. Now move to part number C. It tells that a function y is equal to 7x power 4 plus 2x multiply x square minus 4. Let's suppose this is the first function f of x and let's suppose this is second function g of x. Now using the formula solution dy by dx is equal to the first function which is 7x raised to the power 4 and plus 2x derivative of the second function. So x square derivative is 2x and derivative of 4 is 0. After this plus second function which is x square and minus 4 multiply derivative of the first function. So 4 will comes to the front of 7 multiply 4 will give us 28 and the power we will subtract 1, so it becomes x raised to the power 3. After this the derivative of 2x is plus 2. After simplification it becomes 7 multiply 2 gives us 14 x power 4 and x gives us x raised to the power 5. 2 multiply 2 gives us 4x square, and after this 28 multiply 1, so it gives us 28 x raised to the power 5, and x square multiply 2 gives us plus 2x square. 28 multiply 4 will give us 8 and plus 3 gives us 1 1, so it will give us minus 1 1 2 x raised to the power 3, minus 4 multiply 2 gives us minus 8. Now after simplification 14 and plus 28 it will give us 42 x raised to the power 5, and after this our lowest degree will be minus 1 1 2 x raised to the power 3, and after this the lowest degree is 4 plus 2 gives us 6 x square, and after this we are left with just negative 8. So this is the required derivative of the given product of the two given function for the part number C. Now move toward part number D. A function y is equal to 2x square plus 4x minus 3 multiply second function 5x power 3 plus x plus 2. Find their derivative. So move toward the solution. First function dy by dx is actually equal to the derivative. First function 2x square plus 4x minus 3 multiply derivative of the second. So derivative will be 5 multiply 3 gives us 15. In the power subtract 1 it becomes x square. And the derivative of x is 1. And the derivative of 2 is 0. Plus second function 5x raised to the power 3 plus x plus 2. And derivative of the first function will become 4x and plus derivative of 4x is 4. And the derivative of 3 is 0. Now by simplification it becomes 2 multiply 15. It will give us a value 30x raised to the power 4. And after then multiply the same 2x square with 1, it gives us 2x square. Now after this 4 multiply 15, it will give us a value 60 x raised to the power 3. And after this 4x multiply 1 will give us a value 4x. And after this 3 multiply 15, it will give us minus 45 x raised to the power 2. And minus 3 multiply 1 gives us a value minus 3. After this plus 5 multiply 4, it will give us a 20x raised to the power 4, and plus 5x multiply 4, it will give us a value 20x raised to the power 3, plus x multiply 4, it gives us 4x square, and after this x multiply 4, it will give us a value 4x, and after this 2 multiply 4, it will give us a value 8x, 2 multiply 4 will give us a value 8. Now look at the higher degree of the variable, which is x power 4, so 30 plus 20, it will give us a value 50x raised to the power 4. Now after this, the highest degree is x power 3, so 60 plus 20, it will give us a value 80x raised to the power 3. After this, we are looking at x square, so 2x square minus 45 or x square will give us minus 43x square, and plus 4 minus 39 x square, so minus 39x square. After this, the lowest degree is x, so 4x and plus 4x, it will give us 8x, and 8x gives us plus 16x. After this, minus 3 and plus 8 will give us a value 5. So this is actually the derivative of the product of the given two function for the part number D. Now move to the part number E. It tells that a function 2x minus 3 multiply root x minus 1, find the derivative. So let's suppose this is first function f of x, this is second function g of x. So move toward the solution. First function, which is 2x minus 3, multiply the derivative of the second function, so d by dx root x minus 1 plus second function root x minus 1 derivative of the first function using the same formula which we used in the previous four part. So d by dx of the first function 2x minus 3. So after simplification it becomes 2x minus 3. This is actually equal to the dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to 2x minus 3. Multiplied derivative of root x will be. So you know that root x can be written as x power 1 over 2. So according to the generalized power rule, 1 over 2 will come to the front and in the power we will subtract 1. So 1 over 2 minus 1. So it becomes 1 over 2 x raised to the power negative 1 over 2. X power minus 1 over 2 will come to the denominator. It becomes 1 over 2 x power 1 over 2. So the result will be 1 over 2 root x. So this is the derivative of root x. So it becomes 1 over 2 root x, and the derivative of negative 1 is 0. After this, plus second function root x minus 1 derivative of this function, so it becomes 2, just because 2 is derivative is 2 and negative 3 is 0. After simplification it becomes 2x multiply 1 over 2 root x, so 2 will cancel out with 2, we are left with x divided by root x. And after this it becomes minus 3 divided by 2 root x and plus root x multiplied 2 gives us 2 root x and minus 2, minus 1 multiplied 2 gives us minus 2. X by root x, here the power of x is 1 and here the power of x is 1 over 2. So by moving to the numerator it becomes 1 minus 1 over 2, which will equal to the root x. So it becomes just root x and plus 2 root x. So it will give us a value 3 root x. 3 root x and minus 3 divided by 2 root x, and here we are left with minus 2. So this is the required derivative for the part number E. Now move to the last part of question number 1 in today's lecture. A function y is equal to minus 3 root x plus 6 multiplied 4 root x minus 2. So let's suppose this is f of x and this function is, let's suppose, g of x. So move towards the solution, taking derivative on the both sides. So dy by dx will be equal to the first function minus 3 root x and plus 6 and derivative of the second function d by dx of second function, which is 4 root x and minus 2 plus second function 4 root x minus 2 and d by dx of the first function, which is minus 3 root x and plus 6. Now after this minus 3 root x and plus 6 multiply, you know that the derivative of root x is 1 over 2 root x. We learned in the previous part number E, that d by dx of root x is equal to 1 over 2 root x. So put 1 over 2 root x, it becomes 4 divided by 2 root x and derivative of negative 2 is 0, and plus 4 root x minus 2 derivative of minus 3 multiply root x derivative is 2 divided by 1 over 2 root x. So put 1 over 2 root x over here and derivative of 6 is 0. Now by simplification it becomes minus 3 multiply 4, it will give us minus 12, and minus 12 by 2 gives us a value 6, and they will cancel out with each other. So it becomes minus 3 multiply 4 minus 12 by 2 minus 6, plus 6 divided by 2, so it will give us a value 3, and 3 multiply 4 gives us 12. So 12 divided by root x, and after this 4 and 2 will cancel out, so we are left with 2, and root x will cancel out with each other. So 2 minus 3 gives us a value minus 6. After this it becomes minus 2 will cancel out with 2 is cancelled out with 2, we are left with, and minus will cancel out with us, becomes plus. So we are left with 3 divided by root x. So after simplification, minus 6 gives us a value minus 12, and 12 plus 3 gives us 15, and divided by root x. So this is actually the derivative of the given function for the part number F. So with this question, question number 1 of exercise number 2.3 is completed. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon to receive the upcoming notification about differentiation second year mathematics FSC part 2. Thank you.